from Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the Chicago White Sox. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Well, winning game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they could put a stranglehold on this series with a win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with a chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen.
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
And stepping in for the Rays, Josh Lowe.
The right fielder, number 15, Josh Lowe.
1-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2, count.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings it across. 1 out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
This one in the air. Vaughn settles under it and makes the catch. Out number 2.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
2 outs, base is empty. That one down the line. Tosses across the first. Rays retired in order. Nothing doing for Tampa. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And getting the start, Brady Singer. How about a report on him, Chris?
Just a 4-inning start his last time out. He took the loss. They're looking for more out of this guy today.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher.
The right fielder, Dominic Fletcher.
On the ground, Loud. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
That's out number 2. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some hitters in your lineup that make contact. Fly ball center field. Siri really on his horse for it. Long run, nice grab. And that will end the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here on the south side. Second inning set to go. Now up for Tampa Bay, Isaac Paredes. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Righty to the plate. And that one hammered way back there. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
He was all over that one. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now it's Brandon Lau. And a 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays. A big swing and a miss.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Righty delivers. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Out to short. Montgomery zips it across. 1 out in the second.
The designated hitter,
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Fletcher in and to his right. He's got it, and there's 2 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Xavier Isaac. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 2. Hot shot to third. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
First and third, 2 away. And now it's Jose Siri. That one catches the zone. 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. That misses. 3 and 2 down. Josh Lowe up next for the Rays. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. Rays get an RBI double, and the home team down a run. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Here on the south side, and here is Luis Robert. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Bounced up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Alex Verdugo.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
That one way inside. That's smacked on a line to center. And there's one down.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn will hit next.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Check on the runner. Robert dives back in. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now he launches a throw over his head.
These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
And here is Dalton Varsho. That one ripped. And it's gone. Home run. A 2-run homer, and they add a couple more. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Liner to second, it picked on the hop. Throw to first, 2 away.
Batting 9th, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
2 outs, base is empty. Francisco Mejia coming up to hit. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. To the right side, Lau. Slings to first. That's the 3rd out. Well, the White Sox with a 2-run homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field, leading off, Josh Lowe. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Boots it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the catcher.
Man at first, Ryan Jeffers. Next to hit for the Rays. Out front and foul to the left side. Arozarena stands at first with 1 out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch stays alive. Ground ball left side and foul ball. The White Sox leading by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Hard hit left side. In time to ball. And that is that. The Rays strand just the 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. As we go to the last of the third. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Dominic Fletcher. A wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now then, the third baseman, Yoan.
Here is Yoan Moncada.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
In plenty of time to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Luis.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Ariz stands in. There's a swing and a drive. In 1, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
He tries to go down and away, and the plate covered completely. A laser shot.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now, Luis Robert. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And they add to the lead. It's 5-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Base is empty with 2 away. So now it's the White Sox DH, Alex Verdugo. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Now at the plate, Andrew Vaughn. And the pitch. That's a laser base hit. Coming home. He scores. It's 6-1.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Two outs, runner at first. And up next for Chicago, Dalton Varsho. 2-2 down. Battling here as he fouls it away. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the last half of the third. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double. Relay throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Second game of the ALCS. Lau at the plate. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Carson Williams.
So up next, Carson Williams.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Arise has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Junior Caminero.
2 outs, base is empty. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. The White Sox leading by 5, top half of inning number 4. And before the pitch, he steps off. This to third. Zips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rays held in check here. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Colson Montgomery. The wind of the pitch. Up the middle. Loud. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Mejia. Ball to strike. The pitch. On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Good fade and sinking action in that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So the batting order turns over. Dominic Fletcher digs in now. The 1-1. On the ground, right side. Lau to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they go quietly there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the White Sox 6, the Rays 1. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Rays, Xavier Isaac. Left-hand batter waits. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Next pitch is downstairs. And the right-hander deals. Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And the batter now, Jose Siri.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
One down, base is empty. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Now batting.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Randy Arozarena next to hit for the Rays. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And now it's 3-2.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Low off of first with 2 away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. 1 left for Tampa. They trail it 6-1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Shane Baz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And another ball.
These White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And that's down. A base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Runner at first with no outs here. Lifted in the air, right field. Pulls it in on the run. And there's 1 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And he deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
The 1-1. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Low, drop step, going back. Got all of that one. He circles the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 8-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Out of here. They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 9-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other in the collective confidence.
And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Jeffrey Springs. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Eric Lauer.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
The lefty fires. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
1 down, base is empty. And 1-2. Lauer. He's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He's a fastball savant with the bat, which is really helpful in today's game. Fastballs aren't getting any easier to hit these days.
Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. In the air, left field. Varsho gets under it. Puts it away for the out.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do instead of focusing on.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the White Sox 9, the Rays 1. Back here on the south side. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. The wind of the pitch. That one is hammered right field. Way back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He leaves the yard to right. It's 10-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Mejia. In the air, left side. The Rosarena moving under it. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, the third baseman,
Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. 2-2 down. In the air, out towards left center. And that's the inning. But the White Sox get one on a homer. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the DH, Junior Caminero. The wind to kick the pitch. That one out to right. Fletcher makes the play. One down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Xavier Isaac. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Next to hit, Jose Siri. 2 outs. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Right side. A rise. Over to first, and that is that. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Back at guaranteed rate field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. Here's a 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
On the ground. Loud. Gets it to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder,
Luis Robert steps to the plate for the White Sox.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game 2. High in the air, out to right. Lowe has it sized up. Makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So now the DH spot, Alex Verdugo. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but they maintain their 10-1 lead.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
1 and 2 is the count.
That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Got him. First out in the top of the 8th.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Left field, way back there. It's a bomb. He sends a rocket to left. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 10-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Ryan Jeffers next to hit for the Rays. Hit in the air, right field. Fletcher moving under it, corrals it, and there are 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Isaac Paredes next to hit for the Rays. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Right through there, got him. Out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And now an 8-run lead at 10-2. Here on the south side, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And now Dalton Varsho. That one ripped right center field. This one's got a chance. Up onto the patio and out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add a pair. It's 12-2.
pitcher tried to intimidate with that fastball up and in, but he was ready for it. Pulled the trigger, and, man, explosive through the zone right there.
Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Tyler Alexander.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Colson Montgomery. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Low brings it in. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher,
Francisco Mejia steps to the plate for the White Sox. The pitch. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So the lineup flips over, and next to hit for the Sox, Dominic Fletcher. That one to first, Isaac. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Last chance for the Rays coming up. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now, Brandon Lowe. The pitch. And he can't make the play.
No, he's in there.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So man aboard, and the batter will be the shortstop, Carson Williams. Ripped on a line to center. That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Junior.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Junior Caminero. Late on that fastball.
1 and 2, the count.
And here it comes. Struck him out looking.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Saved that mid-90s fastball until the final pitch of the at-bat. So at the plate, he hadn't really had a good opportunity to time things up. By the time the pitch was recognized and the swing came through the zone, fastball was in the catcher's mitt.
Foul ball. The Rays down to their final strike. Just outside. Ball 2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one, come back out, score, and get another W.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
And your final 12-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Chambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.